From time to time you might notice patterns in your life. You may notice that some amount of your time is spent by your muscle memory. Your commute down some road to some building might become mundane after some amount of time. This feeling of digging the same hole may drive you far away. You might find yourself driving up a winding dirt road, a cloud of dust following you through the trees. Say you do. Say one evening you toss a sleeping bag in your trunk and race up a mountain. You reach a river, and you're in awe of the loud silence. The water roars as loud as any beast. Birds and insects play in their never-ending composition of music. Dew glistens on blades of grass struggling to maintain rigidity as a drop migrates to its tip. The distance of the birds overhead grant you wonder. How do they do it? It's the oldest song ever played, and you can rarely hear it. An oak tree's roots burrow into a crack in a massive boulder atop a golden hill. An owl's persistent call sets the pace of your breath as the day fades into darkness. The stars frantically blink, and the moon spills its silver blue light onto your hands. You have a moment of clarity amidst this beauty and ask yourself, what is going on here? You then fall into a deep and restful sleep under the stars in your sleeping bag. You awaken, but don't open your eyes. You imagine you're back in your room at home. Then immediately you're engulfed again as a duck flutters down out of the sky, and splashes onto the surface of the river below you. Frogs begin calling and the sun seats itself on the tops of the mountains. The sky becomes deep and streaks of gold paint the heavens as the great star makes its early appearance, your eyes drawn towards this display, and again comes this wonder. Wonder in the sense that you wonder what this could possibly be? It seems more real than the reality we are so familiar with. So this magic must not be credible, you think to yourself. However, this lasts only but a few seconds as a rabbit cautiously reveals himself from beneath a bush by your feet. There you are, sitting beneath a swirling pool of clouds and light and color in the young morning sky, and this rabbit looks at you. His fur brown, speckled with white and black in an intricate and hypnotizing display of his way of life. The colors are not mere fashion, they are his favorite defense against bobcats and hawks. You look at him and this creature looks back, cocks his head a bit, scratches his ear furiously, stops, then takes off as fast as he can, down a gully deep into the forest. You are appalled by his nature and you take off after him. Your feet slap the dirt beneath you as you dodge low branches. You weave between berry bushes and fallen trees, vaulting over rocks. The rabbit is begging to evade your sight, he's faster. You're frantic and desperate to catch the rabbit and you're blinded by your own will, and wonder. Then suddenly you stumble into a clearing. Above you are great rock faces looking back down at you, all around you are trees that tower above you. You're standing in knee-high grass littered with yellow and pink flowers. Your breath rises in front of your eyes as the sharp morning is yet to be fully greeted by the sun. You stand still and hear a rustle in the foliage and you know it's the bunny. So in a fit of excitement you leap suddenly into the grass to find yourself with a mouthful of dirt, face to face with the entrance to the bunny's den. You spit. He beat you to it. Your excitement turns swiftly to displeasure and disappointment. Then you notice, at the foot of the hole, a small folded piece of paper. You're puzzled by this. Still on the ground, you pick it up, unfold the paper and you're greeted with beautiful scrolling calligraphy spelling out the words, "You're it." And in the bottom right corner is a signature reading, signed, "The Slithering Rabbit." You're beyond puzzled by this and it starts to seem extremely eerie. Then without warning a snake slithers out of the hole right next to your face and opens its mouth to reveal rows of needle-like teeth and hisses louder than anything you've heard. You run back to your car crying, "Oh God, this was a mistake, I miss everything. I miss my friends, and my family, and my house, and there are no snakes on the school campus. Oh God, I gotta get out of here and never come back." Weeks pass and you've told the story of the rabbit and the paper and the snake and everyone looks at you like you're crazy. Then a few more weeks pass and you've nearly forgotten about the incident altogether. Weeks turn to months, turn to years, and you're bored again. You're drawn to the forest but fear the unpredictability of it, so you remain. You're walking out to get the mail one day and children play in the front yard of your neighbor's house. They're playing tag. They chase each other frantically, smiling and bursting with joyous laughter, then one taps the other on the arm and screams in total delight. You're it. You walk back inside and sit down at the kitchen table. Out the window you can hear the children play and you suddenly see a blue jay land on a branch just outside. The bird looks at you, and squawks, and flies off. You get up, grab your keys, and find yourself driving up the winding dirt road again. You somehow forgot what even spooked you away in the first place. Because in that moment as the bird looked at you through your window and the children screamed with pleasure, something reminded you of the immensely beautiful pattern of scales on the back of the snake you saw so many years ago.